Nathan. How could you do this, Nathan, to Joycelyn? Shout out to the Daily Mail for letting us know what's going on in the latest and greatest with regard to the Fanny, Nathan, what's his name? I do not recall. Terrence. I do not recall. Whatever his last name is, child. They've been off my radar. However, I just saw the fact as of April the 3rd that Joycelyn has an issue because of the fact that Nathan isn't paying his child support, his spousal support, whatever it is he's supposed to be paying, he ain't paying it, okay? Now listen, now that he's no longer on the case, here's the question. Is he going to be getting that $600,000+ any longer? Odds are probably not. And if you recall, especially if he was over in Leeds, the lead attorney's one of his many, of course, live streams where he said Nate only had like $200, maybe $2,000 in the bank before Fanny came and threw him a bone, allegedly.
He was fucking his best friend. So, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breed it like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
So we learned that over in his live stream, just a FYI. Nathan was basically down bad. So hopefully Nate save some money or something, child, because he might want to get on OnlyFans or something. So Fannie Willis, special prosecutor Nathan Wade is accused of contempt of court by ailing ex-wife for failing, ailing and failing, to pay her medical bills. Had affair with Willis while prosecuting Trump. Child, they had to put everything up in here. They had to put Fannie's name up here. Had to say that Joycelyn is ailing and said Nate is failing. Medical bills, affair, they threw it all. And Trump, child, they did a Joycelyn Wade claims her estranged husband, even though aren't they divorced or are they not divorced? Still a little foggy on that. Nathan Wade is refusing to pay $4,400 of medical bills. Nathan. She claims she is unable to pay the bill since Wade stopped paying child support for their 2 children. Wade was appointed by Fulton County DA Fannie Willis to manage her prosecution of Donald Trump for trying to overturn the 2020 election loss. We know that, right? Scandal hit special prosecutor Nathan Wade has been accused of contempt of court by his estranged wife in a new divorce filing. Oh, they be filing down in Fulton County. Shout out to Quantavious. They be filing down in Atlanta. Joycelyn Wade made the accusation in court papers filed Wednesday, claiming that her former partner had failed to pay $4,400 worth of her medical bills. Defendant urgently requires medical procedures, namely an endoscopy, colonoscopy, and ultrasound due to several physical symptoms she has been enduring, the filing says. Child, now listen, I ain't no doctor. And I ain't no lawyer, even though I play a lawyer on YouTube. Anybody that knows, shout out to my girl Selma Haywood, why there would be a need for an endoscopy, a colonoscopy, and an ultrasound. That don't sound good. I know it could be anything for any of these procedures. Colonoscopy, obviously, something internal. Ultrasound, usually when you're pregnant, they want to see something inside for some reason. So it sounds like this might be serious. So prayers to Joycelyn. I don't want anyone to be unhealthy or to be hurting or anything like that. But if anyone has an idea, meaning somebody that really knows, not y'all's ideas, and shout out to my besties, what this could possibly be given all that, since they putting it out here. So I'm asking a question. These symptoms have significantly impacted her ability to consume, oh my God, most foods, leading to a substantial weight loss. Oh, Lord. Prayers to Joycelyn. She claims she is unable to pay the bills herself since Wade stopped paying child support for their 2 children. Nathan Wade has been at the center of a bitter divorce case where it was revealed he had a relationship with Fannie Willis. Scandal rocked the county, blah, blah, blah. We know. All right. So there's Fannie and Nate. So this is Joycelyn and made the accusation in court papers. I wonder if that's their daughter. Filed Wednesday, claiming that her former partner had failed to pay $4,400. We know who that is. Willis's conduct was examined during a series of sensational hearings with Superior Court Judge Scott McPhee, ultimately slamming her for a tremendous lapse in judgment and for acting in an unprofessional manner. And she got to make the choice, basically, of what her consequences would be. Sometimes it's good to have friends in high places, y'all. However, she escaped with just a slap on the wrist after McAfee dramatically ruled she could stay on the Trump election interference case if Wade removes himself. In her filings, Joycelyn states that Wade has violated a temporary order issued by the court necessitating his payments of her medical bills. The scorned wife added that she cannot pay them due to Wade's sudden cessation of support for their children, which has left their monthly income at less than $1,000 a month. Wow. Child, let me look up cessation because Google, a temporary or complete stopping, discontinuance. All right, girl, got you. Discontinuance, child. So a sudden discontinuance or cessation of support for their children, which has left their monthly income less than $1,000. Joycelyn's lawyers state her health means she is currently unable to work, which is exacerbating the financial situation. Wade informed their daughter, an aspiring medical student, that he would no longer be paying her rent on January the 30th. How do we know this? Did we know this? OMG. Wade informed their daughter, which, let's look at this picture. I'm assuming this is the daughter, and I guess they have the son. Oh, she looking cute. I like that outfit, girl. They all look nice. Nice. Shout out to them. Wade informed their daughter, an aspiring medical student, that he would no longer be paying her rent on January the 30th, the day after the temporary order was issued, according to the filings. Oh, So, listen. First of all, you know, I'm a believer in you need to take care of yourself as an adult. You know, that's just me. Nate got the $600,000+ that I guess that he could do it. And now that that's gone, he want to make some changes. But it sounded like he said, now that I got to pay your mama, get her to pay your daggone rent. See, sometimes, and it's great that she wants to be a medical student. Shout out to this young lady. I hope she makes it and does everything that she needs to. But this is still the same. If someone is taking care of you or you expect someone to do something for you, you are beholden to that person. And if they change their mind or they don't do it or they change up somehow, some way, the relationship sours or whatever, or their situation, even in this particular case, changes, then that means it's up to you to figure out what you want to do next. We don't want to hear about woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. That's what backup plans are for. That's what plan A, B, C, D to Z are for. Shout out to Rover down there, child. Hey, Rover. Fanny, Nate. Nathan also reneged on a commitment to pay for his daughter's medical school entrance exam per the filings. Joycelyn has been supporting their son living in Europe since his father stopped providing for him, the court documents state. They've been living the high life off of Nathan's $600,000, and now look where it's ended. Nate, I hope it was worth it. His wife's lawyer claims their client requested Wade prepay her. Wait, his wife's lawyers claim their client requested Wade prepay for medical expenses, but he said he has only said he will reimburse her at a later date. Child, this is crazy. However, Joycelyn claims her medical provider will not schedule any appointments without prepayment. Her lawyers are now demanding the judge jail. What? Her lawyers are now demanding the judge jail Wade until he pays for the medical expenses and the associated attorney's fees. Wow. 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 Y'all. Oh, yo. I'm floored right now. This is crazy. Okay, let me just go through this 1 second. Okay, let me just back it on up. So Nate's supposed to pay with his 600 and some odd salary, which he basically no longer has any longer because he was put off of the case because they said, Fanny, it's you or him, and she said me. Of course, that makes sense. Nate owns his own law firm, if I'm not mistaken. So, Nate, what's going on? Or was the $600,000+ doing it? But according to Lead, again, he only had, let's say, $2,000 left, and then he got this job. So he was living high off of the hog. He was going on vacation with Fanny. He was flying here, flying there, flying here, flying there. Now, of course, she said she reimbursed him. You know, maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but she definitely had his salary much higher than the other two. That is a fact, right? And so now that and maybe this is not new, but I'm assuming this is basically new information. Now he's supposed to be paying the bills of the wife, but he's not. So now she wants him in jail. He's not paying the kids' Europe experience. He's not paying the kids' medical bills. He's not paying the kids' rent. So I'm not trying to be rude, but Nate, this is why you ain't had no money. Nate, this is why you didn't have any money, if this stuff is true, allegedly. You know, just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean you know how to handle a lot of money. And let me get off of the $600,000. If Nate was a partner in the law firm, and I know that lawyers have a lot of expenses from what I understand. However, if you live in freaking Atlanta. It is a cheaper cost of living than New York, Cali, Texas, Florida. You are in Atlanta, where big ass homes in my area cost you almost $1 million. You get homes that size down in Atlanta for maybe $300,000-$400,000. Nate. So now Joycelyn, who, lest we not forget, Joycelyn allegedly had an affair first, according to what Nate said, and that's why that they were no longer together and he was divorcing her. We'll just go ahead and go with that for now. And anyone can get sick, y'all. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people, specifically women, yes, I'm talking to you biatches yet again, don't think about when you want to do it all by yourself and you the mommy and the daddy and you don't need a man, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, don't want a man, I don't need a man, and all that other foolishness that y'all be talking. You never think about what could possibly potentially be, which is not out of the realm of possibilities as you get older that you would have some ailments, okay? But no one wants to think about those things. I'm not even trying to talk about the 1 in a million type things that happen. I'm talking about the odds are as one gets older. And then you think the kids are supposed to do it. And the other thing about this is Nathan is not on the billionaires list. Shout out to the billionaires list that we just went over. And he already had financial issues prior to this taking on this case. Technically, he really So you're going to just pay everybody's everything instead of maybe thinking, I'm going to save, I'm going to get a nest egg together. You need to pay your own rent. It's time for you to grow up. I'll give you a little bit maybe for 12 months and then it's on you. Get some damn roommates. Get some scholarships for your medical degree. Keep your grades up. Play a sport. All that type of stuff. The son over in Europe, what are he doing? Is he in school? He got to do the same thing or he's just flitting around in Europe. You know, a lot of people just want to live this high life and don't be thinking about the future. And you got to think about tomorrow and people don't. Everything is YOLO. I don't know if people say that anymore, but everything seems to be YOLO. And then when something goes wrong, it's not right. It's not fair. And you gotta do whatever for me. This is crazy here in the United States with this thought process. Woo! Good luck to the wage child. But let me wait. Actually, so Joycelyn, if you put him in jail, he definitely ain't gonna be paying nothing. Joycelyn, if you put him in jail, he definitely ain't gonna be paying nothing. So when people always threaten to say, oh, we're gonna put you in jail, it's like, okay, well, you know, he just got fired, basically. And he's probably spread thin yet again. Everybody love living off the high life when the high life is high. But when everything changes and it gets low or medium, everybody act like you the bad guy. And I'm not saying that Nate is a good guy, but Nate was taking care of a lot for all these adults around here. Nate seemed like he was taking care of a lot for all these adults around here. Child, I guess that's just the way of the United States. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. Make sure you like this daggone video. Subscribe if you are new. Comment. I see you all in the next one.
We do not care.